And basically
I
what
never
the
got
hey,
that.
hey,
I
hang on,
never got that.
ma'am, you need to stop talking while the court's talking.
This law firm has done nothing but harass me. I am here under duress. I live on Social Security. I will be 69 years old in the fall. Somebody trying to sell me
No, I'm not going to
Medicare.
tell you,
No, I'm
ma'am, I'm
finished.
not
I
going to.
want to speak.
Wow.
You're taking advantage of somebody that's not being represented by an attorney under maritime law. I'm representing myself under the power and the attorneys of Jesus Christ. Good luck to you guys with Donald J. Trump. Maritime law is going bye-bye.
Is counsel here for the plaintiff?
Yes, Judge Hillman, Cezanne Barda.
Well, you're an attorney, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I couldn't tell based on the way you're dressed.
Welcome back, guys. Today's court case is one of those moments where you're not sure whether to laugh, cry, or just bang your head on the desk. We've got a 69-year-old woman in court acting like the laws of debt and credit somehow don't apply to her because she's declared herself a sovereign citizen. She owes nearly $1,000 on her credit card and thinks if she argues hard enough, she can outtalk the entire legal system. Like the judge is just gonna say, you know what, ma'am, you're right. Visa is a made-up corporation. And the craziest part is, this isn't even her first time doing this. She's played the same game in 2 other cases before and somehow walked away without paying. So now the question is, does this strategy actually work sometimes? Or have we all just lost grip on reality? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's dive into this courtroom chaos.
For court proceedings, Mr. Barda.
Yes, Your Honor, I completely apologize. There are 2 attorneys that handled our docket via Zoom today. Both failed to appear. I don't know why, and now I'm scrambling. I apologize.
Okay. All right. Is Ruth Conway present?
Yep.
Okay. Good afternoon. All right. So this is plaintiff's motion for summary disposition. Ms. Conway, the plaintiff filed a request to have a judgment granted in this matter. Mr. Barda, do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Our motion is based on MCR 2.116 C9 C10. We don't believe there's a genuine issue of material fact to move forward to trial. This is a straightforward collection matter whereby it was original creditor of Credit One Bank. LVNB purchased that, and all the chain of title and bill of sale documentation is attached to our motion. We also have billing statements showing charges made and payments made, which comports with the account stated theory in the state of Michigan. The address on those billing statement matches the same address where the proof of service went for this file. And we also have an affidavit from our client stating how much is owed at this time. Defendant not only failed to file a response to our motion for summary disposition, but also failed to file a counter affidavit, which is required by court rule. And even looking at her answer, all she states is she doesn't believe that this is her debt. I believe that plaintiff has provided proof and has established that this account was the defendant's, and I don't believe there's been there hasn't been a defense raised to be able to prevail at this time. Plaintiff respectfully requests that our motion for summary disposition be granted.
Okay. All right, Ms. Conway. So I have this motion for summary disposition that was filed by the plaintiff back on December 17th. I don't have any written response that was filed by you. I see you're holding up some kind of a receipt. I don't know what that's a receipt for, but we did receive your answer to the complaint. What date is on that receipt that you're holding up, ma'am?
October 29th.
Okay, so I think you're referring to your answer to the complaint that you filed in this matter, which was dated, let's see, which is dated October 28th. So I'm guessing that what you're holding up is verification that you filed an answer to the complaint. However, there was a motion for summary disposition, and basically
I never got that. I
Hang on,
never
ma'am.
got that.
Ma'am, hang on. You need to listen while the court's talking, and then I'll give you an opportunity to talk afterwards. So there was a motion for summary disposition. That's a request for a judgment, and it has an affidavit attached to it, and it has bills showing that you had a Credit One credit card.
Okay, there is no way she didn't get that letter. Like, stop the act. The court isn't just sending smoke signals and hoping for the best. If they mailed it to her actual address, then legally she got it. That's how the system works. It's called mailbox rule, not the I didn't feel like checking rule. And I mean, she's 69 years old, not 9. At some point, pretending like you didn't see the court notice just turns into a really bad comedy bit. Let me know if you guys think she genuinely missed it or if she's just trying to play the oops, didn't know card again. Let's dive back in.
And that you had made certain charges. It looks like there's charges to Meyer and Mason. There's charges to the city of Mason on the credit card,
Seriously.
Dollar Tree, and Celebration Cinema. And what the plaintiff has indicated is that that Credit One account was purchased by LVNV funding, the plaintiff in this case, and that based on the fact that you had used the credit card and you had made payments on the credit card under Michigan law, that's a cause of action for account stated, and you would have an obligation to file an affidavit indicating that those were not your charges and you did not have an account with Credit One, and you've not filed that. Is there anything you would like to tell the court, ma'am? This is the time for you to make your response.
Okay, I'm making this statement. I am here under duress. I have formally put in a formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection Bureau. I don't know who LVNV funding is. I have never heard of them in my entire life. This law firm has done nothing but harass me with document after document. I had 3 collection agencies approach me on this matter. I contacted the other 2, told them exactly the same thing I told this firm, but this firm has continued to harass me. I have made that formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection. Whether they protect me or a loaning institute is another story. I am here under duress. I live on Social Security. I will be 69 years old in the fall, and I do not have a job. I do not work. I have 14 grandchildren. I'm a mother of 5, and 2 of them are veterans of the United States military. I help with my 14 grandchildren. So I don't have a job. I will collect Social Security.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you have a credit card at Credit One?
I do not ever recall having a credit card from any place, and especially I would never have a credit card with a small amount of credit. In my past, whenever I had credit, it was a decent amount of money that I had on a credit card balance that I was allowed to borrow.
So apparently being a grandma is now a legal defense because this lady really said, I have kids and grandkids. Like, that clears her of all debt. I mean, what does that even have to do with her credit card bill? Did the grandkids rack up the charges on Amazon or something? She's out here trying to turn family status into financial immunity, and the judge is just sitting there like, ma'am, what are we doing right now? I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before this excuse gets completely torn apart, so let's dive back in and watch it happen.
I don't know. You tell me why I get a phone call every other day of somebody trying to sell me.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm finished. I want to speak.
Wow.
That I get a phone call every other day. How do these people know I don't have Medicare B? How do they know that? I get harassed to buy Medicare B. I can't afford Medicare B. I live on Social Security. So how do I get them knowing I don't have it? You tell me.
Okay. All right. Anything further, Mr. Barta?
No, I would ask for our motion to be granted at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Conway, we do have rules in lawsuits in terms of what's necessary to get past a summary disposition motion. You would have been required to file an affidavit, and that you were not the person that used this credit card that was in your name and made out to your address. And
Excuse
so,
me, but I was never asked. I was never asked by the court or received a document telling me I needed to do that. You're taking advantage of somebody that's not being represented by an attorney under maritime law. I'm representing myself under the power and the attorneys of Jesus Christ.
okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. So a summary disposition is granted for the plaintiff. And
I
Ms.
live on Social Security. I know federal law.
Ma'am, you need to stop talking while the court's talking. Mr. Barta, you can submit a judgment under the 7-day rule with the court. That's all for the record. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you guys with Donald J. Trump. Maritime law is going bye-bye. You're going to have to all relearn constitutional law. Thanks to MEGA and us Anons.
That ending was honestly something else. It started with a credit card bill and somehow ended with her giving what felt like a campaign speech for absolutely no reason. Like, how do you manage to take a simple court hearing and turn it into a personal TED Talk that no one asked for? I get trying to avoid paying a debt, but dragging in random politics, crying to the judge like it's an audition for a courtroom drama? Come on now. What really gets me is how these sovereign citizens always act shocked when it really hits. Like, yes, the court expects you to follow the same laws as everyone else. Wild, right? It doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watched or how passionately you believe the debt isn't real. If you signed for it and used the money, you owe it. That's how contracts work. No secret handshake required. The judge kept it professional the entire time, and I respect that because I definitely would have had a harder time holding laughter back. But what do you guys think? Was this just another attempt to stall and confuse the court, or do you think she really believed what she was saying? I'm curious if we'll see her in another hearing soon, trying a new script. If you enjoyed watching this legal train wreck, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I've got new videos coming out every single day. I appreciate all of you for sticking around till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.